Hello everyone, and today we're back for another Loomian Legacy PvP video, and today we're going to be showcasing Glacadia. This is one of the brand new dragon roamers in Loomian Legacy, and this thing is awesome. It's an ice ancient type. I am running pure nimble with the ice essence, and this thing has chilling passion, which makes the strength of your ice type moves improved by 50%. And that's why I'm running Frost Beam and Deep Freeze. I have Draco Beam as my stab ancient type move. And there are 3 moves you can run as your 4th. You could run Icicle Traps. You could run Disperse. You could run Peace of Mind. The reason why you would want to run Disperse is so you can't miss your Draco Beams, which that is very important. Trust me, you will miss your Draco Beams. But I'm going to try Icicle Traps, and I'm going to try it out. And my TPs, I have 200 in the ranged attack, 200 in the speed, 80 in the health, and 20 in the energy. And the team I have around this Loomian is I have Luminami for pivot, Soulburst Disrupt the Dawn, Boots Helvantic, I got Chartiki to get rid of barbs, Garbantis just so I can hit hard, and also have a good melee tank. And I got Samarine, who's just a good overall tank, plus it has Health Amulet, and I could Baffle. So, with that out of the way, let's see how Glacadia does in battles. Alright, we're into battle number 1 with Glacadia. And this looks like an amazing battle to start with, mainly because there are no metal types. There is a Garlash, which does kind of suck, although I do have Deep Freeze, so never mind. There's an Avatros, which I can hit. There is an Vesperatu. Venolin's going to be a little bit tough, but this thing actually hits extremely hard, so we'll see. Florant, probably Soulburst Florant, if that's my prediction. And I kind of have no idea what to expect with Soulburst Florant, so we'll see what it does. I'll bring Garbantis because it looks pretty good against that Vesperatu. I'm gonna bring Samarine because it could... Samarine a good option? I could use it for the Garlash. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, there's a lot of melee attackers, which I can fully utilize to its advantage. And I have Luminami, so I will also bring Luminami. Or do I actually bring this thing? Stalvantic the option. No, not Stalvantic. No, I'm not gonna bring Luminami. I'm gonna bring Helvantic. This isn't Stalvantic, it's my Boots Helvantic. Leads off with the Elephage. That really sucks for me because this Elephage is going to be very hard to beat. Going to be extremely hard to beat. Kind of just want to see what you do, so I am going to go for a dodge. Knowing my luck, you're probably going to click Precision Bolt. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's like he randomly has this move just specifically for this Loomian. Well, guess what, Elephage? How about you try to use your Precision Bolt against this Loomian? Of course, Precision Bolt. The one Precision Bolt Elephage I'll probably ever battle. Go for Battering Ram because why not? Probably quite specifically for that set too. There's Avatros, which that's still going to do a decent chunk because Avatros, you know, Avatros isn't that good. Like, that was a not very effective move and it still did a lot of damage. I think I'm going to bring Helvantic. Do I bring Helvantic? Or do I bring this thing? Yeah, I think I'm going to bring this Loomian in. I'm going to bring in the new Roamer, which, by the way, I named it 8 hours because it took 8 hours to get the alpha version for one of these. And my item's gone, which kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Gonna go for a... I could go for an Icicle Traps. I could go, but I think I'm just going to go for Deep Freeze and do a ton of damage. He swaps out. He goes into Venolin. How much damage will this do? That did a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was just Deep Freeze. If I actually click Frost Beam, that would have actually done a lot of damage. I want to go into Garbantis, but the thing is, I don't want to be slow. There's really nothing on this team that I really wants to be slow. So I think I am going to have to go to Samarine and kind of sack it. Because unfortunately, the precision bolt at the beginning completely destroyed me. So yeah. Okay, just click Poison. I could have just went for a Frost Beam. I guess I'll just go for a Thunder Trump just to do a little bit of extra damage. Now I'll go for an Aqua Jaws, just so in case he goes back into Elephage. And that's so I can actually hit it for a decent amount of damage. So let's see, who do you go into? The Venolin is low enough so the new Loomian can actually defeat it. I really don't know what the new Loomian's name is yet. I'm trying to say its name correctly, but it's another one of those weird names. I wish Loomian Legacy could add names which are just a little bit easier to say. Also, Dodge. Dodge on Venolin. Very fun. I love it. I love it when they run Dodge on a Venolin. Honestly, I might as well just go for the Thunder Chomp because I know I'm going to miss Aqua Jaws and completely mess up. So yeah, I personally don't want to miss there. Oh, what a play. What a play. There's a Thunder Chomp on the Garlash. And the Paralyze. Yes. And the Paralyze. You love to see it. I can keep my Samarine alive for a Terrifying later in the fight. I think... No, I don't think I can. I think I am going to have to sack this thing, which kind of sucks. Oh, he swapped out. Again, never mind. That's fine. I'm fine with him swapping out. I get to actually do a decent amount of damage to this thing. Elephage, Malware, which I lose Terrifying, which kind of sucks. I think this will be a very good Loomian to try the new Loomian against. Let's try it. Let's try this Loomian against the Elephage. What is its name again? It's the Glacadia. Glacadia. The Ice Ancient type Loomian. Glacadia. Like, it's a weird name to remember. I don't know if this thing is, like, you know, Drop of Youth, but we'll see. We'll see if they're Drop of Youth. Frost Beam's going to do a ton of damage to you. Bang! Big boy damage. Flash and Flee is going to do a decent chunk. But, wow, that was not even close to KOing you. What? Wow, okay. Goes right back into the Venolin, which the Venolin is very, very scary. But I'm willing to go for Frost Beam here and do a ton of damage. Let's see how much this will actually do to the Venolin. It does a lot of damage. And it's actually clicking Rejuvenate on this Loomian, which is really scary. Like, it's actually clicking Rejuvenate on this thing. I do want to place Icicle Traps, because I have a feeling it is going to click another Rejuvenate. Yeah, I think I am going to go for an Icicle Traps here. Just to get those down, so the Avatros doesn't come back in for free. Fortunately, it did throw a poison at me, but I still have 2 attacks for this Loomian later. And the Venolin's going to try to Rejuvenate spam, so I'm going to save this for later. I'm going to go right into Helvantic, because Helvantic is probably the best Loomian I can go to right now. Hopefully it doesn't go for a Mud Spatter and completely kick my butt. Okay, it went for a Dodge. Gonna go... What's the best option here? I mean, Elephage is still... No, Elephage is nearly dead. Yeah, Elephage is nearly dead. Thunder Crash is the best play, I think. No, or is it Gnarly Gash? I'm trying to think, what's the best play? I think Thunder Crash is the best play. I think Thunder Crashing is the best play, because I think it does the most damage. Yes, I recoil myself, but I think it's the best play to make. It will threaten the Venolin. So yeah, that will be the play I do. And the Venolin is low on energy, so even if it does live the Thunder Crash somehow, I could still... It will be out of energy after a Mud Spatter, so it can't rejuvenate health. Goes right into the Trumbull. Awesome. Trumbull takes a bunch of damage, and I think I could actually defeat this thing with 2 Thunder Crashes. Yes, 2 Thunder Crashes will be enough to take out the Trumbull, which is good. But yeah, this Loomian is very scary, so I definitely want to get rid of this Loomian. Nope, just swapping out. An Elephage. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with him going into Elephage because I can actually KO it. I can actually KO this Elephage, so that's good to have dead. Fortunately, I do lose my aggressive boost, but that doesn't matter too much. I can just swap out of this Loomian and, you know, make another swap. So I'm not going to be devastatingly sweeping with the aggressive boost, but I think we're going to be okay. There's the Venolin, which takes some damage from the Icicle Traps. Just going to go for a Thunder... I'm going to play it safe. Do I just play it safe? Oh, he just forfeited. Let's head into battle number 2 then. Alright, battle number 2 with Glacadia. And let's see what you have. You have Soul Burster up the Dawn. Good fact. Yeah, it's Glacadia, right? Yeah, Glacadia. Glacadia. trying to say its name correctly, please tell me in the comments on how to actually say this Loomian's name. It's Glacadia, right? Glacadia. So let's see what this team has. Nevermare, which is speed ties. This actually speeds ties Glacadia. Gonna be very good against the Obsidian, actually, so I'm definitely gonna be bringing that. Mutagon, don't really have anything for. Yeah, that Mutagon's gonna be kind of a nightmare. Not sure how I'm gonna beat it. Maybe I gotta stun it. Probably gotta stun it. I'll bring you because I can use the Soul Burst to its fullest potential. And the last Loomian that I bring will be the Cephalops. No, I gotta bring Garbantis, although I can definitely bring you to do some work. Not really. I think I'm just gonna lead off with the Samarine and see if I get a good matchup to lead off. Cephalops lead, that's not terrible. The Cephalops lead is not terrible. Yes, I could get Soul Drain, but I kind of just want to see what the Cephalops does, honestly. So I'm actually gonna go for a dodge to start. You could also just go for an Icicle Traps and kick my butt, but let's just say, are you kidding me? Did I at least bring at least one Fire type? Okay, I did bring a Fire type, but that wasn't recommended. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I'll Baffle, Mutagon. Really? Mutagon? Well, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna head right into this right away and just try to scare this thing out. Just try to scare this Mutagon out. I'm just gonna go for the freaking Soul Burst because I don't wanna. Or do I just go for a Hellstorm right away? Yeah, that's what I'll go for the Hellstorm. He stayed in when there's a potential Dark Surge. Really? Well, I get a Hellstorm off at least. So that's good. I get a Hellstorm. How much will this actually do to the Mutagon? I'm actually curious. What would a Hellstorm, Pyro, Soul Burst, and Eruptodon do to a Mutagon? Let's see. How much would this do? Oh my gosh, yeah, that's good. It goes down to the Hellstorm. I will take some damage, unfortunately, but I should be able to live. I do. Wow. When a former Uber gets destroyed by the new Uber on the market, this thing is pretty OP. And there's the Cephalops. And you know what? I kind of just want to get rid of this Loomian. Although, I could also just swap out. Should I? No, I'm extremely weak to water, so I should just go for the Fire Breath and try to do as much damage as I can. Or do I go for a Landslide? I'm just trying to think, what could be the best option? I'm really weak to water on this team. I'm very weak to Cephalops. I think the best thing I can do is, no, I gotta get rid of those, half traps. Those half traps are a problem. I think what I have to do is go back to the Samarine and hope I can do something about the Cephalops. Because the Cephalops is going to be very tough to beat. So yeah, let's see what you do. Let's see what you do. Tsunami, that won't do that much. Okay, did a little more than I thought, but that's okay. Scorch for the Hellstorm, that helps. Hellstorm's going to do some decent damage. Gonna just go for a dodge. Honestly, we're gonna stall out the Cephalops a little bit. We're gonna stall the Cephalops a little bit. Because the Hellstorm is out. If we could just do a little bit of damage to this thing, we'll be in a decent position. Unfortunately, it's going for Soul Drain, which really sucks, because it's gonna get pretty much all of its health back. Is there anything that could soak? I'm gonna go into Garbantis. I know it's risky, but I don't want it to get much health back from the Soul Drain. And if it goes for another move, I could care less. Soul Drain? That still did like a ton of damage. Are you kidding me? And the Hellstorm is gone now. Oh boy. I'll just go for Battering Ram because I think it's the best play I can do. He stayed in, thank gosh. Will this take out the Cephalops? It does. That's huge. Garbantis putting in some work. Hopefully I can get Glacadia in. I hope I can get Glacadia into the battle. I think I'm going to have to baffle it in. Well, there's a Nevermare, which I outspeed, so I might as well just try to get rid of it. Because, yeah, Glacadia and Nevermare speed ties, so... Because I'm running a Nimble one, and Nevermares usually run Nimble. So, yeah, it's a speed tie. And who do you have left? Eruptodon. Personally, just want to damage you, because you are a threat. You are actually a serious threat, so I actually do just want to damage you. And you also have Soul Burst on your Eruptodon. Good fact. You're probably going to go for the Health Storm, I assume. But that's okay. I'm fine with just body crashing the Eruptodon and doing a little bit of chip. Because, yeah, I need a Draco Beam to hit. Do I really have to rely on a Draco Beam to hit? Oh, God. I gotta rely on a Draco Beam to actually hit. Oh. Went for Burnup. I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to rely on a Draco Beam to hit. Thank gosh. That's the last thing I wanted to do. Now, I can just use the move that... Really? You're setting up so much, but you're not getting any health back. I'm KO me! KO me. Thank you. Alright, thank you. Now, Glacadia is coming in. And it's gonna do some work, whether you like it or not, Eruptodon. So, wait. I didn't take any damage from the traps. I didn't take any damage from the traps. So, if you're wondering why this Loomian's aimed at 8 hours, if I didn't tell you all in the last battle, I'll say it again. It took 8 hours to actually get the alpha form for this, which pretty much wasted the entire day, which sucks. Although it's still worth it. Look how cool its alpha form is. It's so cool. And thankfully, I do have Deep Freeze. How much would a Deep Freeze do with Illuminami? Let's see. Does this actually one-shot? It does a ton! Wow! Ton of damage. Gamma Pulse from Illuminami does a decent chunk. I don't know, though. That seems like an Awakening Illuminami, because this thing actually has a decent amount of range defense. So, I don't know. I think that actually is a Awakening Illuminami. But Glacadia puts in some work. It hits really hard. Let's head into battle number 3. Alright, we're into battle number 3, and I have been using Glacadia decently so far, but I haven't used it amazingly yet. And unfortunately, this looks like another one of those battles where it's not going to do amazingly because there is a metal type. And I don't really have anything against Samarine, so that's going to kind of suck. Samarine's going to be kind of a nightmare to beat. And when I mean a nightmare to beat, I really mean a nightmare to beat. I might have to use my own Samarine to stop his, which is going to say a lot, considering it's going to outspeed me. What else should I bring? I guess Luminami, so I could... Oh, I have Thunder Chomp on that. And I don't know these 3 Loomians. I think, yeah, they're range bulky. You're range bulky, you have near enchantment, and you hit extremely hard. And you're fast, so I gotta bring something that can outspeed this thing. Which I think Boots Helvantic would do enough. So who will you lead with? Oh, it's the Ludrix. Oh, it's Samarine lead. Okay, that's perfect. I'm fine with that. I'm actually perfectly fine with a Samarine lead. Because I give you -1. So I can actually limit the damage. I think I'm gonna go for Thunder Chomp, actually. Because I know you're gonna outspeed me. Plunge. Plunge on a Samarine when you could have Thunder Chomp. I guess I'm just gonna Thunder Chomp you. I don't understand that. This won't one-shot, but it'll do... Alright, it did one-shot. Well, the biggest threat on his team is gone. I will take that. Who will you go into next, though? You go into the Ludrix next. This is literally... This is not good for me. Really not good for me. So I'm going to go for a dodge and see if I can make it waste a little bit of energy on this Deludrix. Because, yeah, wasting a Deludrix's energy is definitely a very good thing to do. Didn't actually go for the move that I expected it to. Didn't go for Zip Zap. That's a little bit shocking. We'll just go into Luminami. Yes, I have range defense on this, so even if it goes for like a Thunder Strike, I should be fine. Hydro Slash. Okay, this person isn't TP trained. I can tell right off the bat that this person isn't TP trained whatsoever. But you know what? This does look like a decent battle where I could bring in Glacadia and it could do some serious work, especially now that the other Loomian is dead. The Samarine is now dead, so I can go for a Deep Freeze, and that will do a ton of damage to anything. There goes the Deludrix. The Deludrix is gone from the Glacadia. And let's see who you go into next. You had a lot of water types on your team. Yeah, you're a water type. Jelusa, you're a water type. So, Deep Freeze, you're dead. Although this thing is range bulky. Yeah, that thing's really range bulky. Oh, and it has Gamma Pulse. That didn't do anything. Wow. This Loomian's honestly decently good. I mean, it has very good range defense. So it can actually live Gamma Pulses from Loomians that don't hit that hard, which is really good. Like, that only did half my health. Then there's that thing, which... Deep Freeze? How much will it do to this thing? Okay, it does a little bit more to that thing. Stratagem will not KO me. And we'll go for the Deep Freeze. The Clayonet is dead. So many new Loomians to showcase. I still need to level up a bunch of these. Like, I think the first of the new Loomians I'm going to showcase after this thing is going to be the Crab. I'm going to try to showcase the Crab first. And I assume this is your Soul Burst. Although we'll see. This is your Soul Burst. Did you actually outspeed? I'm curious. Does this thing actually outspeed me with the Soul Burst? This is the new Roamer. This is one of the new Roamers. This is the main new story Roamer. I still enjoy these Soul Bursts. I can't wait to use them all. Oh, I outspeed this thing still. So, goodbye! Glacadia gets a sweep to end off the video. And honestly, Glacadia, really dangerous. This thing is a devastating wall breaker. But it does have one Achilles heel, metal types. But once you get rid of those metal types, you're in a very good position. And honestly, this Loomian is definitely a valued member to your team. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of me showcasing Glacadia. And I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye!